Lambert Fab, that my friends, is my throttle cable bracket and my cruise control. So obviously I could have ordered something for the LS6 intake, but you know what, I had all this stuff, and to tell you the truth, I like building shit. I mean, not the best welds, but if you look on the back, they're all the way through, so that's all that matters. I'm running the Miller-Matic 3-phase on pretty high power. I mean, there's a little to no warpage, but yeah, going deep. We are back, and this little monster, this bad boy might look a little flimsy to you, but when she's bolted down, she's as sturdy as a rock. Like, honestly, it was like crazy how well it fit when I put it on. Like, it fits so good. Like, throttle cable and the cruise control fit perfect. So it's always nice when you can hand make the little simple things custom, one off, exactly how I wanted it, exactly how I need it. Why not, right? Out of scrap material. So I painted it. Looks fresh. Cured it, baked it, whatever it is. So anyways, I'll stop bragging about my little bracket, but I mean, all the offsets, I mean, it will have a black throttle cable going to it, but I mean, I want it to look good under the hood, right? I mean, I didn't have to paint it. I could have painted it black, but I want it to look nice. So anyways, just want to touch on my fuel system. Right here is my 90 PSI pump. 10 AN on the suction side, 6 AN on the pressure side. I got my suction hose 10 AN made right here already. So the suction side's done. My bulkhead that is going into my tank is right there. That is a 200 micron pre-filter. So highly recommend running those. Before the pump, pre-pump. Just because you don't want that stuff going into your tanks, right? So into your pump, sorry. So when you're putting one of these suckers in, make sure you put a pre-filter in. If you don't have one, order them. They're cheap. They're like $15 for two. So anyways, thanks Performance Plus. They're the ones who hooked me up with all that. So my 6 AN stuff. This is my 100 PSI regulator here. That's my 10 micron filter. This is the start of my 6 AN hoses. Haven't made it that far upstream yet, but these are all my fittings and whatnot. One of my fuel rails. So, you know, I got quite a bit of it done. This is my fuel pump mount. That's gonna go on my unibody. That's gonna go on my frame. Riveted, boom, bang. Pretty good. Another thing that I just fabbed up, right? I mean, it's only flat plate, but paint, stuff like that. I mean, you take the time to make something nice, it shows in the long run, right? I touched on having it look just as good underneath as it does up top. So you kind of know, I'm kind of a freak like that. So this is my tranny cooler. I probably could have went bigger, but for what I'm doing, that's plenty. That's just at the Lambert paint booth right now, so it's not quite done, but I did rework the bracketry and all that. So I mean, it's clean fitting. I do have a dual pass 19 by 22 radiator coming with a 2800 CFM electric fan. That'll all go and tie into my Holley Terminator X Max, which is my standalone computer or standalone engine management and transmission controller built in. So that's what the X Max is. So I have it in Saskatoon. I just got to go pick it up at Performance Plus. So with that being said, I will be wiring this thing and turning it over within the next week. Not in this video, but I will definitely be doing that. I will also be finishing up the fuel system, dropping the tank, pressure testing the fuel system, and getting that all done this weekend as well. So pretty big milestones there, right? I mean, if I can turn this motor over, even just to turn it over, get all that sorted out and start on my standalone harness, then I'm gonna be sitting pretty good. Like, I'm hoping to have this thing running under 2 months from when I started, right? I mean, COVID times, anytime that's pretty good, but I mean, shout out to all the places that I did order from. So yeah, anyways, just wanted to touch on the fuel system and whatnot. I mean, there might be some more time lapsing of me making AN lines and whatnot, but tell me what you think of that fuel system. I mean, personally, it's overbuilt. I didn't need to run a 98 PSI pump and a 100 PSI regulator and regulate at 58 PSI, but that's a 700 horsepower fuel system, right? I could have went with a cheapo, or not a cheapo, a Corvette style regulator and like a 60 PSI pump and just did it that way. But I'm guaranteed with this fuel system, with this fuel setup here, I'm guaranteed not to run out of fuel on my way to 500, right? Overbuild something. Why? Because in the long run, it'll save you time and money, right? Do it right the first time. I'd much rather have more fuel than not enough, right? So I might end it off there. I might throw in some time lapse. I don't know. But anyways, you guys have a good weekend, and thanks for watching. If you don't mind, or if you like my channel, if you want to see this thing rip or anything like that, then subscribe, because it's going to be, I'm not far away from firing this thing up, and I'm also not far away from taking it out in the streets. So if you want to see it rip, please like my channel, subscribe, share it, whatever. I'd appreciate it a lot. So like I said, have a good weekend.